Hi, I'm Michael Murphy, and I want to talk to you about something that I get asked a lot from people, and that is, what is the purpose of my life? Why am I here? Why was I born? Why was I born where I was born, and why was I born when I was born? And what's the purpose of me being here? I have this conscious awareness that I am here, and so why am I here? What's my purpose? You know, one of the examples I'll use, it may be a simple example, but I think it'll get the point across. If you look at just the top edge of this book right here, if you look at it as your life and say right here is the time that you were born, and possibly at this end of the book right here is the time that you are now. So that's a timeline of your life right there. If you go back before you were born, 9 months before you were born, you were conceived. Now, let me tell you something about being conceived and how incredible it is that you were ever conceived. Is that one, that the opportunity or the statistical probability that you were even conceived is several million to one. How do I know that? Well, any doctor, any scientist can tell you that you being conceived back here 9 months before your life began here, that you being conceived, the chances of you being conceived were several million to one. And so there was one seed that fertilized one egg, and that one seed and that one egg came together and created you. Let's see, so your life started as a miracle. No matter what circumstances you were born in, your life started as a statistical miracle. I think really, truly, this is why people feel like, well, I'm special and they feel like I'm different or whatever, because they are. If any other seed had fertilized that egg, you wouldn't be here right now. So your life started out as a miracle. But why were you born? Well, here's what I believe, and I hope this resonates with you. I hope that this somehow helps you in your life because it helps me a whole lot. But back here, even before you were conceived, go back 9 months. This is your birth again. This is where you are now. And back here, 9 months before you were born, you were conceived. Well, let's go back before then. Back before then, you had no history of life. You've not had this experience from birth to where you are now in your life. So you've had no history of your life. There's been no history whatsoever at all. So back in this place, here's the thing that I believe. The ancient scriptures tell us this. It says that we were chosen by God from the foundations of the earth. Now, I don't know what your feelings about God is, but you've got to know that there's something, and I certainly believe, I can't explain it any other way, so I certainly believe the fact that I was conceived. There was something bigger than myself, something bigger than my parents, something bigger than my grandparents, something bigger than anything for me to be born. So it says that we were chosen in God from the foundations of the earth. And if the name God bothers you or whatever, then it's spirit or whatever you conceive it to be. That I conceive it to be as God. So you go back to this place before you were conceived, and you ask yourself the question, why was I chosen to be here? Why was I chosen to be here? And what that really does, it takes away all of these negative experiences that you think define your life. And they don't define your life anymore. It takes away all these experiences, negative experiences you think that define your life and really define your future beyond this place right here. Okay? You go back there, there's nothing left there. It's before you had a name, it's before you were conceived. I don't know how you existed. There's different religions that have different ideas about that. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no way of proving anything at all. But what I can say is that there was a purpose. It takes you back, when you think about it this way, it takes you back to where there's nothing but you and God. And that's a great place to be. That is a great place to be. No religion, nobody telling you you got to walk this way, you got to live this way, you got to do this. It just takes you to a place to where you and God existed. And that's an incredible place to go to in your mind, to bring peace in your life. It helps me so much. It's early morning here. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I was in the bed this morning when I woke up. It's the first thing I begin to think about. I begin to allow myself to go back to that place before I was even conceived, and I said there was nothing there but me and God. How I lived, what form I was in, I have no idea. I have no idea because I did not exist in what we know is a physical form on this planet. But I have a sense that there was a decision that was made back then for me to be born and for you to be born. And allow yourself to go back in that place. Just in your mind, allow yourself to go back in that place. Here's what you're going to discover. This being of God, this eternal being of God, has no beginning and has no end. So here's the thing, whatever that purpose was back then in your life is still true for you right now. It's still true for you right now. You are alive, you're on this planet, and you have potential to being whatever it is. I don't have all the answers to everything, but this is a little thing that might help you in your life to further understand your purpose of why you're here. Now, I want to encourage you to do a couple of things. Make a comment. I don't care if it's negative or positive. Make a comment on this video because I want to know how you feel and I want to know if it's helped you. I want to know. Please do that for me. The other thing I want to ask you to do is you'll see up here, subscribe to my channel. Let's connect. Let me help you as I search every single day to bring greater peace, love, happiness, prosperity, wealth into my life. Follow me, stay with me, and let me more or less let's work this thing out, figure this thing out together. I'd love to have you with me on my journey. You receive blessing today in your life. Smile. Know this, that you are loved in your life. Thanks for watching.